Hello guys, welcome back, and this is your host, Divine Shazir here, /King Tut. And today we're going to be playing the remaining of Edith Finch. This is basically a walking simulation with some memory stuff and whatnot. It's a fun game if you want to get it for, just play it for have fun, including it's the best game to get in achievements. The achievements are worth like 50 to 30 points per achievement, and most of them you get on the way throughout the game. So let's get started. We are played by a little boy. You can see by his wristband on his hand and whatnot. This whole story takes place with the story of this person, Edith Finch. The whole story of the family, how they all die, and basically who's remaining. So I will give you some tips on some of the achievements while we're going through it. So
a lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
It's a very beautiful game though. If you want to, you can subscribe and like my videos throughout whatever I play
I lived
next.
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
So, at the very beginning, there's an achievement if you walk through both the paths
my
here.
mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
So basically, you're the kid of the voice here. That's why I learned when I was playing it, my first game through. So basically for this achievement, you just go through the forest, and then when you get towards the end, turn right and go up the hill. And you walk towards back, you get an achievement will pop up if you walk both paths before you enter the house. So we're gonna go. I already got all the achievements. They won't pop up on the screen, so just saying. The game is very, very beautiful. There's some really cool key points if you take pictures with your Xbox.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
The story reading for this story is awesome. It's off the charts. I recommend playing it before it disappears off the Game Pass. Alright, right here. This is one of the paths. If you go up the hill, she would say some more dialogue and whatnot. And eventually the achievement will pop before going for all the paths.
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Aren't we all? We're supposed to go that way, but we're gonna just activate more dialogue.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But
Very
instead of a
messy
family,
place.
there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh. Sorry, I had to take a drink of chocolate milk. Oh, this is what they all look like. I never noticed this. I was wondering what they all look like when throughout the game.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay, this is where the house gets interesting. You have peepholes.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
So, there's an achievement for looking into all the peepholes throughout the house before you move into the main room, basically.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So basically, there's about a few peepholes on the main level. There's more up above as you progress throughout the story. This is where we're supposed to go for the key. The whole house is interesting. You can see all the pictures on the wall, butterflies, insects, and scorpions, and whatnot.
Whenever
Tons of
people ask
lore,
me
like-
about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara became a...
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I think I turned off vibration. I don't remember you can turn it off. No, we can't do that. Okay, before we head on, this is the menu. You write off your whole family throughout this whole game. in the book. Pretty awesome. Before I go explore the other rooms. You eventually
My
go
Grandpa
into all
Sam
the
spent
rooms.
7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
You learn everyone's story throughout this game. It's pretty awesome.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
There's dates on the bottom too. Oops, I didn't mean to go back in.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Basically look in, wait for her to talk, and basically that.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
It's a not. Ooh, I love the mural.
Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to
look,
find
a
out what
secret
my mom had
portrait.
been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
The stained glasses and everything. Oh, look, Alice. No.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
So this is
I
the
grew
first
up looking
room.
at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Huh, that's neat. I didn't know that was there.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I'm gonna eat
The
everything.
gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
I'm gonna consume everything.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
I presume this girl was sick with some type of disease. That's why she sent to her
Mom, can I
room.
come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
And they eat the fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Go into the bathroom.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
Or eat plastic things also.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Became a cat.
I was a cat. I
I'm
tried
a
to be
cat
quiet,
trying
but
to
the bird
kill.
was really scared.
Never noticed it's Christmas down there. Huh, neat. Trying to grab the cat. I mean, there we go. We're basically Assassin's Creed.
I jumped and I almost got her. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
So like I'm playing Assassin's Creed, turning into the spirit animals. Assassin's Creed 3 DLC. I'm not actually finished yet.
Rabbits.
And we're gonna eat.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Basically an achievement for doing, like, eating the rabbits. It's part of the game.
A mama rabbit.
Where? I don't see the mummy rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. But suddenly, I was a shark.
Ow, I feel like I broke something. We're in Fado Nemo now. Rolling down a hill.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, where's the second? Oh, there it is. Come here, I'm trying to stalk you.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where'd she go? There we go. I just want to eat you. And metaphor to an animal. Where'd the thing go? I lost the seal. Oh, there it is. Commercials are kind of wacky.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Now I'm a crackhead.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
So this achievement is very easy.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Well, I did nothing. I did not murder him.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor, what shall we do with drunken sailor?
Alright, for this achievement, you wait for this guy to finish his story, basically.
He was Billy with the rusty razor.
Basically, you listen to the drunk man finish his story. An achievement will pop up after a while. Wait like 5 minutes or something, and then it will work. We're doing a walkthrough, and I really got the achievement.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Or a snake, or a sealed octopus. Oh, we're in the toilet.
I got closer and closer.
Hey, look, we're back in our room. We're gonna kill ourselves, right?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Open door outside. We're gonna do the same. We're gonna become a cat, you know?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
So Molly died of some strange
I spent a lot of
disease.
time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
This is where we're gonna leave and end the episode here. Be like 20 minutes per episode. The game's not that long, a couple hours, but yeah. I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys like and please enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and it will help me actually grow and why not? I'll see you guys in the next episode.